This tutorial is on the making of this stylish flared skirt with drawstring side pockets in front. I know that this is something you would love to learn, so please stay tuned. Thank you. For this skirt, you'll be needing about 5 yards of Ankara fabric. It actually depends on your client's measurements and the length of the skirt. So here I have my fabric on fold of 57 inches in 2 places. Okay, so I'm just going to neatly fold this, and then what I want to do is pick one end of the pointed sides just like this and flip it over in a way that I am achieving a triangular shape. This is us trying to get our flared cotton for the skirt. I've done this right now, and the next thing I will proceed to do is getting the actual length of the skirt, so that what we have on our cutting table is only the fabric we'll be needing for our skirt. So my waist radius is 13.5 inches and the length of the skirt is 44 inches, and of course I'll be needing 1 inch for bending allowance at the bottom. So in all, I'm going to be cutting out 57 inches. So with my measuring tape at the apex point, I'm going to cut out or mark out 57 inches all the way around. So I'll maintain my tape at that apex point and keep moving my tape all around till I get 57 inches. And after this, I will proceed to cutting. So now what we have on our table is only the fabric we'll be needing for this project. Now I want to cut out my radius. My skirt radius is my waist radius, is 13.5 inches. However, I'll be coming up by 0.5 inch. And this is because if you cut on your actual skirt radius or waist radius, you'll find out that when you open your fabric, you have more material than you actually need. So always come up by 0.5 inch. For instance, if your waist radius is 12 inches, please come up by 0.5 inch. So you'll be cutting your fabric on 11.5 inches. So for this project, I am marking 13 inches as my waist radius. So this 0.5 inch I came up by is what I will use in attaching the waistband to the skirt itself. So I will just cut this out. Here we have our skirt piece. Okay, I'm just going to confirm that I have my accurate measurements. I'll also be attaching a waistband of 2 inches. So this is me measuring for accuracy. The next thing I want to do now is to cover up the missing side at the bottom of this fabric. Most times when you cut a long flared skirt, this is what you get. So I'm going to pick up this etiage end of the skirt, okay, and then I will get my remaining fabric and also get the salvage end or the etiage end and attach them together, right sides facing each other. And I will run a stitch. So I have stitched this down, okay, and then what I want to do now is to refold this skirt to its original shape, just so that I can cut off the excesses that I don't need. And here the importance of notching your fabric at the center piece and the side seam comes into play. So it's just easy for you to fold back to its original state. Here I have my pocket pieces, 15 inches wide, 12 inches long. I'm going to create a casing of 1¼ inch at the top here. I'm also going to bend 0.5 inches on both sides and at the bottom as well. I'm also going to be creating some sort of drawstring. Okay, this is me creating a drawstring 17 inches long, and I'll be needing 4 pieces, 2 piece, to a pocket. So these are my drawstring pieces, 4 in all, and these are my pocket pieces. And of course, we'll be needing lining for this project. I want my lining to be 6 inches shorter than my actual skirt. Okay, so I'll be coming up by 6 inches to cut my lining. I will just cut the top part first of all, and then I will cut my lining 6 inches shorter than my actual skirt. So here we have all our fabric pieces ready. I have 4 drawstrings, 2 pieces to a pocket. I also have my waistband, which I have fused with light interfacing. I have my lining and of course my actual skirt fabric. I folded down both sides. I folded 0.5 at the bottom and I created a casing at the top just like this. So now before we do anything, of course, you would have to run a stitch down to the casing, okay, so that when you attach your drawstring it doesn't come out loose. And then you also want to create a little opening at the center just here so that you can attach one piece of your drawstring through the opening on this side and you run it down with a stitch, and you attach another piece of your drawstring through this side and you run it down with a stitch. So I will do that and I will attach the waistband to the pockets, to the skirt, and then I will turn it with my lining. Okay, before I do all of that, here is me with my pockets already done. As you can see, the stitch is nicely done. For the casing, I've attached my drawstring. I stitched it down on both ends with a straight stitch. I did that for both pockets. So look, I'm opening up my fabric right now. And it's important that you iron out the sides of your fabric so that you have a crease line. And this will be your guide in placing your pocket, because you want to place your pockets on your sides. Okay, so this crease line is our guide. So this is a crease line for this side here, as you can see, very visible, and this is a crease line for this side. In placing my pocket, I'll be coming down 10 inches from my waist. That's including my waistband. So I'll be coming down 10 inches. At this point, I will just mark 10 inches here. And then I will get my pocket. Of course, the fact that I folded in 0.5 inch makes it easy and neat for me to attach on my skirts. So you want to make sure that you are attaching both crease lines to themselves. Okay, so the middle of the pocket will sit nicely on the middle of the skirt, or on the crease line of the skirt. And also, I will not be sewing this pocket as straight as it is. So I want to create like a gathered effect for the skirts. What I'm going to do is, from this crease line, okay, I'm going to come out by 5 inches to the right and 5 inches to the left. And this is just to give the bottom and the top of this pocket a gathered effect. So of course you can pin down if you need to pin down. It's important so that your pieces don't move out of place. So this is me just trying to runch the top part and then making sure that it sits beautifully into the 5 inches that I marked out. So I will sew this down left, right, bottom. I will do that for this side of the pocket, and I will do that for the other side of the pocket, and then I will proceed to attaching the waistband and turning it with my lining. And here we are, guys. This is the final look of our project. I've attached the waistband neatly. I turned it with a lining, and then I also added a zipper. And this is what our side pocket looks like. As you can see, opening up the runch is straight, and if you runch it back up, you can easily tie this into a bow to give an amazing effect. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, share within your community, subscribe. Yes, please don't forget to hit the notification bell.